Thank you for visiting the Coin Lady channel again. Dear everyone, the Brics, who are displacing the US dollar narrative, are expanding at an exponential rate. I get the impression that many of these news outlets are merely trying to promote it. Why? Because it receives a lot of interaction. Consequently, they maintain the storyline at the end. They even go to great lengths to twist it so it fits their thumb. For some time now, we have been discussing this storyline and how it relates to the developments surrounding distributed ledger technology, DLT, and Ripple and XRP. News regarding CDC stablecoins, blockchain technology generally, etc. And if it is relevant to this, obviously. Yes, I can give you a hint. Indeed, it's in a really significant manner. Is it really that significant that the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN, and 10 other Asian countries are considering using their own currencies instead of the US dollar in international trade? From a practical standpoint? Yes, I think so. But it's not in the way that most people perceive it, is it? All these pronouncements lead us to believe that the US dollar is dying, is being replaced, is done, etc. Then what is the true situation? Now that we've established that the US dollar has taken a major tumble, let's talk about the Brics trade. For the first time ever, they went above $50 billion. Very well. A lot has happened here. We are seeing the Brics gather steam as we examine trade, growth, and domination more closely. We have a new record in local currencies for trade among the Brics members, reaching $50 billion. Over the past year, the Brics Economic Alliance has been quite vocal about its desire to dollarize. A great number of nations have decided to diversify their economies and enhance their gold holdings because of the bloc's global shift. Here, gold holdings are crucial. As a result of these strategies, some alliance members have made it possible for trade to cease entirely, including the dollar. In addition, the statistics clearly shows how harmful these kinds of activities may be. More especially, during yet another enormous hit to the US dollar, Brics trade has lately hit a new record high. Now, the intriguing part is the stories that are promoted as a result of this, such as, okay, it's being replaced, the US dollar is dead, what occurs next? Just in case you forgot, I mentioned that back in about 2023. August of 2023, I believe it was. Nearly a year has passed. This was breaking news at the time. The leader of South Africa has confirmed that the Brics have agreed on the expansion process, and we have agreed on the principles, standards, criteria, and processes that would govern the expansion process. Too many people are oblivious to reality because they believe in the myth of de-dollarization, which I stated as major shifts in action, and the United States' demise, to perceive the true game unfolding. The international monetary system is undergoing a radical reconfiguration at the moment. You may recall that the UN has stated its intention to implement a new global reserve regime in 2019 that would use a supranational currency composed of a basket of developed nations or nation currencies. Given the number of publications discussing the dollarization of D this year, do you think it's a coincidence that a financial war is breaking out at this time? This is all part of the game, now, the reaction to the dilemma of the US dollar's demise. As I have said time and time again, the new system will be based on digital utility assets, and we are seeing its birth right now. I hope you've been paying attention to the big picture lately. My mental model has always been this: what are the Brics doing, followed by problem, reaction, and solution. What must the United States do? Right, we'll get to that in a bit. But first, I wanted to let you know that the free Discord has just received a huge upgrade. If you want to join, you can do so right now, by clicking the link in the description or in the comments. There are a lot of characteristics and a lot of insights in that disagreement. What about everyone else who is interested in giving the premium sector a shot? Within the disagreement, there is this area. This is available for a free 7-day trial right now. The conflict you desire has so much potential, I swear to you. Feel remorse for participating. Feel free to test out either the free or premium version. I'll provide a link in the description below if you're interested. Join now, since it's the greatest moment to be a part of it, folks. Alright, then, let's get over here. Indeed, this is authentic. The Brics countries will develop a blockchain and digital currency-based payment system on March 5th of this year. A report it was. This is now being done to lessen its dependency on US cash for settlement. Once again, the DTD dollarization is the intriguing part of this. I mean, according to the story, they're trying to get away from the US currency by using crypto and blockchain technology. As we observe the current situation, correct? We were aware of this change in the financial system a long time ago, and that's all it's founded on. Today, more than ever before, it stands out. Here below. In February, the head of the Financial Stability Board, which monitors the world's financial system, wrote to the 20 finance ministers in a letter stating that tokenizing crypto assets and AI continue to be top priorities. Thus, these are the goals of the G20. This is really insane, to put it mildly, and they've already told us what's going on. Where's the United States? Is everyone simply taking it easy and letting this unfold? On the other hand, will the US currency collapse tomorrow? So, what's happening? In this case, we have November 15, 2022. During that period, what occurred? Fair trade. Not a single soul was looking. United States banks begin testing a digital dollar blockchain. The Federal Reserve is collaborating with well-known financial firms to pilot a platform for digital currency. This year in May, the Brics are carrying it out. In 2022, the United States was already participating. They are not lagging behind, I assure you. Nothing is happening by chance, they are actively preventing it. In the United States, something similar is happening. This plant has previously been with them. Keep in mind that it was just one day following the announcement of the sanctions against Russia in March of 2022. An executive order was issued concerning digital currency, tokenization, and plain old Cs. Additionally, collaborators from the U.S. banking and payments industry are delighted to be collaborating with the Newark Innovation Center, which is a component of the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, on this proof of concept. To improve the efficiency of the international monetary system and the capacity of central banks to fulfill their mandates, the New York City Federal Reserve works with both public and private organizations to develop new technologies. Hear me out. Remember when the Federal Reserve said they weren't planning to launch a CBC? No one there is involved with the CFTC, and there has been no mention of a CBC either. Indeed, they deceive you. This is their test run for the digital dollar blockchain, thus they are lying to you openly. These banks are really big. In this area, you can see banks, can't you? Well, I have no idea if they among the most prominent players are Mellon City, HSBC, MasterCard, PNC, TD, Truist US, and Wells Fargo, among others. They keep telling us they have no plans involving the digital dollar, which is laughable when we consider the bigger picture. It's not the CDC that we're examining. That is not something we are considering. Then this happens. Once again, this occurred in November of 2022, when everyone was preoccupied with other matters. While we examine this, aren't we also seeing other things? Regardless, Zimbabwe debuted a new currency backed by gold. All of this happened in April. Hey, guess what? Some random ball boy has recently requested that all of the country's gold miners increase production in order to fund the new currency that is backed by gold. A currency is not based on speculation, but on tangible things. Unexpectedly, I found it intriguing. This was January 20th, the beginning of a new era with Russia as chair in 2024 and the Brics gold-backed currency. Gold and silver-backed currencies backed by 100% reserves have been approved by a committee in Texas. This is fascinating. Here we are on May 3, 2017, followed by January 9, 2017, the rise of the gold-backed yuan. In the realm of currencies backed by gold, this is quickly becoming a major storyline. Additionally, it is relevant to current events in the payment industry, such as the digital dollar blockchain project with Brics, which is attempting to establish a payment system that is dependent on digital currencies and blockchain technology. The current situation necessitates this action in order to facilitate our transition to a digital gold-backed system. Things are starting to take shape. It has evolved into something more substantial. All the people who have been discussing how that won't happen, I'm afraid. It will fail miserably. The reality we're living in is this: Zimbabwe introduced their currency, backed by gold. We are aware that several prominent U.S. states are considering legislation to establish reserve-backed currencies, gold, and silver, as if they were genuine. Additionally, we are aware that inflation will only escalate further. We also know that the United States' influence will dwindle as the Brics countries become more powerful. However, this is all in an effort to completely accept the fact that the entire financial system is undergoing transformation at the present time. Well, that concludes our video. When you're done, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Coming up shortly, farewell.